Right now I'm trying to get the Google Docs up. I'll go stop my camera.
Okay,
oh, we're live.
We're live. Okay. Hey, everyone. James and I here signing on to do our bit before the bit of the bit starting at 10 p.m. I'm going to fast forward the clock.
It's a bit much.
Yeah, I'm going to fast forward the clock a little bit, about a minute. Let's see if I can get it to go back here. Oh, I have to go that way a little bit more here, right here. Okay, I'm going to start here. Okay, everyone.
Gotcha.
So we have 9 minutes before our show starts. We're very excited. We have a very interesting show that James is going to lead.
Yeah, right now James is getting some stuff up.
It's going to be all sciencey and stuff. Right, James?
Yeah.
James, are you there?
I'm here. I'm just looking for the show notes.
Really excited. Did you get notifications that it was live on anywhere?
What's that?
Let me see here. I'm not getting any notification. I'm not getting.
You're gonna have to do that. I'm doing it from my phone tonight, right? Sorry, folks. We just got a little technical thing because I'm remote tonight from my phone.
But yeah, I'm not seeing any notifications that Dancing Bear is live, or any of us are live for that matter. I mean, we're live right now.
Are you in a place where you can see and see if we have a live video going?
This on Facebook. I clicked the link that it showed. It says it's Facebook Live. I'm just seeing here. I just didn't get any notifications.
Can you look and see if we're live on any of their pages?
But I'm just not seeing any notifications on our Facebook page about the notifications. Let me just check here. I'm going to go to Dancing Bear's site and just check. So if you guys are joining us, make sure to share this live feed because this is how we share our information with the world. We just are doing this for fun, trying to get everyone out there, start an interesting conversation every week. We start a new conversation. Oh yeah, I see here it's Dancing Bear Friends Live. I don't know if it's going. I'm checking Elk Rack in a second. Did you see?
Okay, I see it's right now I'm looking for the show.
I see it's live on Dancing Bear. Let me check the Elk Rack. It's weird because usually by now I have some kind of notification.
Yeah, I'm not getting anything on my end either.
Did you get a notification on your phone?
No. It's kind of funky right now.
It's live on Elk Rack right now.
Okay.
I'm checking right now YouTube to see if it's on YouTube because I'm not getting any notifications at all. It's just weird. So if you guys are watching our show, please holler and say, hey, I'm watching the show and who you're watching it with. I'm the one that's at the helm today, so I'm trying to do my best to be the media manager during this show. So I'm sure you guys will. Oh, it's live on YouTube for us.
All right.
So
I'm just scrolling down because we keep the show notes on Google Docs.
I guess we're live.
Yeah, just looking for the show notes, and it ain't showing up on my.
And you know what's interesting? It's not showing that. It's not showing on the video that we're live, and it's also not showing on the video the number of people that are watching, which it normally always does tell us.
Yeah, that's weird.
So Mom and Rocky are watching. You see that? It's weird, right?
Yeah, and I'm still.
G is here. G matters. There you go, Joya. My mom's there. Rocky's there. Rocky, the evil dog, he's there. Rocky is quite evil. He has a mastermind plan. You better watch out for him. You don't want to be on his receiving end.
Nope, not at all. And I'm
bite your fingers off.
I cannot find our show notes.
Come to think of it, I think that Maya's late.
Uh-oh.
I know. Maya, can you believe it? She's late again. Jeez. I'm going to send you a link to the show notes.
Please.
Oh my goodness, James. Oh my goodness, James. What the heck? What's going on here?
I don't know. It's just.
So I appreciate the few that have chimed in to say hi. Of course, we love it when people say hi. Oh, Curtis is here. Oh, Wendy's here. Oh, Wendy's
Hoorah.
like, I'm not late. Wendy, we didn't say you're late. We're saying that Maya is late. I know, Curtis, we miss you. I'm glad that you're watching with us. So that's pretty cool. I know Curtis is probably only watching it because he just is really interested in sciencey type things, and this is up his alley. What do you think, Curtis? Am I right? So, but James is trying to find his show notes. Although I did send him the link.
Yeah, I'm getting it uploaded.
So, what are you guys up to? Did you guys have a good dinner? I know. Where is Maya? I don't know where she is. Let's see, I'm gonna try to share it. So if you guys get a chance, share this video with us, with your friends and stuff, because it's always fun. The more the merrier. We love hearing feedback from people and their questions. And we always
Okay, got the show notes up. I'm ready to go. Okay, now I'm done with that and then some technical difficulties. So yeah, 2 minutes. Are we frozen? There we go. You hear me?
No.
Hello? You don't hear me?
Frozen. Yeah, I can hear you. I've heard you this whole time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. I think we're passing the difficulties because I'm
sharing it on.
Okay. I got to explain a little bit since we're about to go live here in about 2 minutes. So, yeah, folks, I'm doing this remotely. I'm actually in, and there goes the phone. Okay, I'm actually remote. I'm in a place called Camp Balboa in downtown San Diego. It's actually a little campground, and it's adjacent to San Diego Wild Animal Park. And I'm sitting in my truck. There's actually like a little Boy Scout camp down here. It's not well known. And I'm here with a bunch of kayaks to go down to Mission Bay for a local scout troop. And I'm sitting here in my truck in a remote location. And I think I've had easier times when I've done this from a kayak in Black Canyon or in the middle of the Mojave Desert. But okay, I'm ready to go. And it's not the easiest from the phone.
Late.
I can feel for a guess. Huh?
Maya says, Curtis says, honestly, I have no idea what tonight's show is about. I just happened to be walking home from work and saw an alert that you guys went live. Well, Curtis, we're doing a show about
somebody got the notice.
Stuff, so it's totally. And Joyce says, I went for a hike up Mission Peak to make my cold go away. That's not good.
My family made me sick
Maya
in Washington.
Popped in and said, I got a few minutes to spare. Maya, you're supposed to be here at 9:50. You are late. I'm just telling you. I'm calling rank, and you are late.
Maya's got a few minutes to spare, so she's watching the show tonight. Oh, how magnanimous.
I know, right?
Maya, what the heck, girl? You're going to get the look.
I know. Jeez. No, we don't need to give her the look. Okay, we're
I don't know. I'm just. All right, you ready for countdown?
Okay. Yes. 10.
And 10.
7. 6. 5. 4. 3.
2.
1. Okay, we're starting the show.
And start credit and cue credits. It's time for late night crap talk with hosts Svea and James Hermes.
Let's get the fun started. It's time to start the show.
And here we are, Svea in her office and me, sitting in the passenger seat of my truck with the flashlight shining. My face is lighting.
Yes. So can you see?
And yay, we got the thingy. Oh, this is obtuse tonight. But first of all, let's go back. Maya, thank you for squeezing us into your busy evening.
Okay, Maya, you're going to get the look.
You're getting the look. Why do you make us do this, Maya? Why?
I know. It's like, the thing is, now we have to make an example of our audience. I mean, isn't that terrible? We have to pull rank on our audience members and hit them in the head.
I know. Well, the thing is, Maya, you make us do this. You make us look mean.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be nice people.
I know. She says, I'm sorry. My phone is not being so smart right now. I need a new one.
Well, mine is not. I can identify that with that tonight. All right. So why are we here?
Okay, everyone. So welcome to our show, Late Night Craft Talk. We're not just about talking to our audience and admonishing them for showing up late, but we actually are here every week on Friday, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 11 Pacific Standard Time. And we talk about all kinds of interesting things. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we talk about science-y type things. Sometimes we talk about art. Sometimes we talk about movies. We talk about all kinds of stuff. It's Late Night Craft Talk. So please like and subscribe to our Facebook pages, our YouTube channels, our Twitch channels, our Instagrams, everything that's in social media, because of course you will find out what's going on with us, and it's a lot of fun. This is also a way for us to connect with you and get you guys to know what's going on with our businesses.
Yeah, I mean, we follow us a lot of places on our Tiktogram book. I made up a new word. Ha-ha!
Twittogram.
Genius.
Book 2.
I like the old joke of you twit face. Except now Twitter's now X.
Yeah, I know. That's weird, isn't it?
It just doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
No. It kind of just lost its magic. I think that's a losing battle.
Well, you know, I think it was in Frisco, the big X that went on top of the building to replace the Twitter, and the big X, and then I guess some people complained going, I know. And then they had to take it down, the new ownership. Not go over so well. Base X, cool. X is the social media thing. Not working out yet.
Also, there is a Model X. So I don't know if Elon Musk has something with like the letter X. I mean, maybe that's his favorite. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, the thing is that somebody beat him to it a long time ago, back in the 90s. It was called Fox and Mulder, the X-Files.
You're right. Maybe he's
and
infatuated.
the X-Planes.
Maybe he's infatuated with Mulder or Fox.
Or well, considering some of his theories, he may have watched too many X-Files.
Or maybe he is.
Okay, with that, happier subjects.
Maybe he's an X-File.
Sometimes you wonder. He is the man that is kind of like one of the people that looks like a Bond villain.
Yes.
But he's done some cool stuff. He launched his Tesla Roadster out to the orbit of Mars on a giant rocket. What guy isn't going to go like, the jump of the chance to launch something like that makes no sense.
Yes. So
that was cool. Anyway, we got to move on. We got to still finish what tonight's show is. Tonight's show. Yeah.
Well,
tonight's show, we're going to get to their topic, but we got a couple things to cover.
James.
Yeah.
James, I was going to ask you first, what's going on with Elk Rock Traders?
We're going to finish this sentence and go to that. Just because, Curtis doesn't know what the show's about, so they don't tick off going, they're going to talk about Barbie again. By the way, hi, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
I was hoping you'd get into the joke tonight. So tonight, because of the Oppenheimer movie, we're actually doing a STEM show tonight called Matter Matters. We're going to go over matter, states of matter, and we're going to go all the way to the quantum realm, and hopefully not bash the MCU. Okay, what's going on with Elk Rack? Not much this week. We're still online to do Barona Powwow Labor Day weekend. Of course, I made the announcement last week that we will not be at the Rancho Mission Viejo Rodeo in San Juan Capistrano in about 1, 2, 3 weeks because the rodeo is canceled due to CBC, which is an equestrian disease that has been rampant in the ag community around Southern California. And unfortunately, it was found in that part of Orange County. And so the rodeo was canceled out of an abundance of caution. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes it a bit. But that's what you got to do. What you got to do to keep the livestock safe, keep the animals safe for rodeo anywhere around. It's just being a good person. So we will be at Barona Powwow that weekend. Look for us. Otherwise, we're still at Palm Springs Village Fest on Thursdays. And that's all I got for about right now. What's going on with Dancing Bear? Were you dancing?
Well, we have a few things. Next week, the bead retreat price is going up $50. So if you do want to sign up for the bead retreat, 100% sign up by this weekend. The prices are going up. We had it as kind of like a promotional to encourage people to sign up. It's going to be a really great time. We are super excited about it. It's going to be at the Hampton Inn in Carlsbad off Palomar Airport Road. And actually, the hotel rates we negotiated are much better than the hotel rates if you just try to book the hotel. I was looking at what the rates were. We got $209 a night, and that's for 2 beds. So if you have a friend that wants to bunk with you, $209 is a really great price. I think they're charging $358 a night during that weekend. So
Wow.
Our price is a great price. It doesn't sound like it is, but it includes breakfast, it has free parking, and you will be in the heart of the event. So 100%, if you're participating in the event, stay at the hotel. It will make your life tremendously easier. You don't have to worry about driving everywhere, here and there. And it's you'll bead from when you do your bead, the open beading till midnight on Saturday. You can just walk upstairs to your bedroom. So it's gonna be fun.
Have you thought about? And you know what? I can probably do it right here. Have you thought about if you're going to be up to beat, on a Saturday night beating? I got my dry box right here. I can pull this out. If you're going to be up to Saturday night beating, and it's a party night, have you thought about making it a bead party?
Yeah, we could do it as a bead party. You want to pull out your disco light?
You can have this, and look, I borrowed that out of my dry box. Yes, I haul it in my dry box for camping. Disco. What do you think about disco? I'm just going to leave this on here. This looks awesome.
Yeah, I have a disco light. It's going to draw attention to you being in your vehicle, though.
Oh well. It just looks cool. I'm going to keep it like that.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of an interesting.
It looks like a party. I'm in a party. Yeah, I'm at a discotheque. Yes, yeah. Folks, I'm at a nightclub called the Cab of My Truck.
So
party on.
Yeah, so that's the one thing that's coming up. If you do want to do the bead retreat, it is a lot of fun, and it's for 4 classes. It includes all the kits and open beading. It's basically a whole weekend. It's amazing. Secondly, we have a big store blowout sale starting on Monday, and every day during the week we're going to have new stuff that we're putting out for sale. We have a whole bunch of back stock. We have a bunch of new stuff that's just been in the back, and we just haven't had time to dealing with putting it out. And so we're just making these big grab bags at up to 50% off. So we're just trying to just move stuff out. We want to clear out our back room, get that area opened up. And we just have a whole bunch of bead scrap. We have a whole bunch of fabric that's on sale. I mean, it's going to be amazing. So we will have some of the specials on our website. There's going to be a sale page, and those things are only going to be available during our sale. And it's going to be every day we're going to put new things on the website. So for a week, we're literally going to just be putting a whole bunch of stuff on sale. And it's going to be great. Okay. So that's 2 things. The third thing.
When you say blowout, and tell me when this gets annoying, audience or Svea with me talking and, the disco going. When you say blowout, are you talking about like are you taking a leaf blower in the store and blowing this merchandise out the door for people to buy?
Practically, for the prices they're at, yeah.
So are you using a leaf blower?
Some of the things are literally going to be 50% off. That's a really good price. And this is all new stuff. It's not junk. So, I mean, this is good pricing. So,
but are you using like a vacuum on reverse, a shop vac to blow everything out? Are you putting it in the vacuum and shooting off like a cannon?
Actually, what we did was we used this machine that we sold in April that we sold out of called
April
the Vac 2021. And actually, it's really fantastic. So for you guys that missed out on that, that was like the best purchase ever. I wish I could have extended more sales of that product to you. But basically, it's a vacuum that sucks up. You can use it to suck up anything on the floor, any vacuum, any beads, and it will sort them by color, shape, size in plastic bags and label them for you. So literally the best tool ever. But yes, we use that tool to do that. It also catalogs and folds and prices fabric. You just suck it up and it just folds the fabric and puts them in nice bags and labels them too.
Gotcha.
So
good stuff. So we ready to move on to the next part?
Yes.
Okay. Couple things we want to do. One thing I haven't talked to you, Svea, about this is that I do want to do a shout out. Robbie Robertson. Many of our Native American viewers, which is most of our audience, should be familiar with him. He was on Billy Joel's E Street Band. And he passed away a few days ago. He's actually, I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong, Cree Nation. Very well-known Native artist. One of my favorite soundtracks of all time is what he put out for Robbie Robertson, the Red Road Ensemble, back in the late 90s for a documentary called The Native Americans. Or called 500 Nations, excuse me. Incredible soundtrack. I love his cover song for Ladder 49, and he passed away a few days ago. And I wanted to do a shout-out to Robbie Robertson on that one. That was a heartbreaker this week. And so y'all, if you haven't heard of him, look up his music and prepare to be amazed, and do a fest and do yourself a favor and do that. But pretty amazing. With that, the next part is, a few days ago I was helping a friend close his office. He's been a doctor for a number of years and known him, been patient a little bit, and he's a chiropractor, and we're closing up and I looked over and I went, what's that? It's this office equipment, seemingly office equipment. And I'm like, this ain't right. And I went over and I looked, and you know what I saw? A Decepticon logo.
Oh.
Folks, this was a Decepticon. And it was in the shape of a paper shredder. And it is just tricky. And I mean, this, by the way, this is like the coolest background I've ever had. I like that. So I looked at it and I'm like, how do you activate this thing? So I happen to have this little piece of this like square thing, this AllSpark thing, and I pointed at it, and this thing went crazy. This, matter of fact, we've got video. This thing went off and went out and fought supervillains and superheroes, and we got some of the battle on video to show you. Folks, you will not see this anywhere but here tonight. This thing just came out, and its actually name is Razorface, a Shredder Con. There are such things. Hiding out in this office for years, came out and just started just killing everything. And we've got video to show that. Are you ready to show it?
Hold on a second.
It's called Shredder Con.
I know, but I put it, you'll see what I mean. Hold on.
Okay.
My computer is okay. Have a discussion.
So while we do this, folks, I'm going to save the punchline we're going to get to the punchline early while we're loading up the video. But this thing fought one superhero that's not so well known, and another one that's a borderline superhero, and definitely the ultimate of super villains. Villain, King Villain, the dude that we're going to be showing. So you want to go over it, check your refrigerator, check your pencil sharpener, and make sure it is not a Decepticon, a robot in disguise.
Yes, this is very important. Very
important.
You want to make
the video not agreeing with you?
Safety. No, it is.
And how many of you are on the edge of having a seizure from me talking with this light background I got, with the disco light behind me on the cab of my truck? I hopefully nobody's having a seizure. Nobody have a grand mal.
Okay.
Or focus seizure.
Hopefully this shares the sound. Hopefully
We actually don't want sound because, you know, copyright. We don't want to get dinged and have part of our video muted. Thank you, social media, stupid DRM rules.
No, but didn't you made it with sound? I watched
This is a different version that's safe for the show. I smart and thought ahead. See?
Wait, the one you're talking about the video. I'm sorry. You're talking about the video that you sent me is not safe for Facebook?
No, that one is safe for Facebook on our show. That one's designed for the show.
Okay. So
I thought ahead. Look,
see?
You can see my thought process right here. Just here we go. Look at that, folks. Look at that. That is Razorface the Shredder Con.
Yes.
The video's playing, right?
So we're gonna go to the next thing. So now you're gonna see the video.
You got it. Look at that. Look at that face. That had been sitting in that office for years. Look at that. And the video skipping. We'll go with it.
Is the video going for you?
No. Just tell me what it's doing. Oh, it's killing. It's eating Aquaman.
And it's laughing.
It's eating Aquaman. Look what it did to Aquaman. It's playing now.
Dang.
Look at it. It shredded him. Look what it did to Aquaman. And then we're gonna go. Look,
wow.
Oh, Black Adam. We got Black Adam right there. The Rock played Black Adam. We know he can fry things with magic. Look what he does to Black Adam. Dude, he just ate him up. This is the ultimate killer robot Decepticon that can even take on the magic of Black Adam. And what do you look like?
Right?
Oh, God. I'm going to be sick from this. Just
mad.
confetti. Thanos with the gauntlet, the Infinity Gauntlet. What's he going to do to Thanos?
I know.
Oh! I can't look. I can't look. I looked.
It's like
I looked.
laughing.
Look what he did. All three of them, Aquaman, Black Adam, and Thanos. They're confetti. They're party streamers. Look at that. Oh, Lord. Stop the video. Don't let it do that. I'm freaking out. Oh, what do you think here?
Okay, James?
I'm freaking out. I'm just seeing colors dancing around right now, looking around, being very careful. And I actually want to grab a small flashlight, and I'm hoping my truck is not a Decepticon. So yeah,
we have
folks,
a very important comment.
Definitely.
Wendy Hodge says, my son asked me why I have a gun in the house. I said Decepticons. He laughed. I laughed. The air fryer laughed. I shot the air fryer. You know, Wendy, your comment sounds a lot like Jack Handy from. Remember the comments? Was it something moments from
Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy? I love Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy.
Deep Thoughts. Are you sure you're not just telling us Jack Handy style about the Decepticons? Because it sounds a lot like that.
It probably is. Yeah, I love Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy. One of my favorite he did was, what would you be more afraid of? A shark or an elephant? I would be scared of a shark strapped to the back of an elephant, rampaging through the forest, destroying and eating everything in its path. I don't know why that stuck with me after all these years, but those are words to live by, folks.
So Wendy admitted that she got Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy.
We should start our own version of that, but we still got to make it original so we're not like carbon copying something.
Yes. But you know, one of the favorite ones of Deep Thoughts for me was, he says one thing, okay, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember it word for word, but he says one thing kids like is to be tricked. And so I took my nephew over to a burned out warehouse and I said, oh no, Disneyland burned down.
I remember that one.
And I was going to take him to the real Disneyland, but it was getting kind of late.
I think I remember
Hilarious.
one that was I was out with my child and walking, a nature hike, and it began to rain. And the child asked, "Why is it raining?" And I said, "It's God's will. And God is crying, probably because of something you did."
Yeah.
You laugh, but then
I
at the
love
same time, you're like, that'd be funny to say to a kid. And then you're like, no.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, should we get on with our topic of our show?
On with the topic.
Okay. Well, let me share the. Oh, you know what I should do?
No.
I should probably set this up so that this is gone and this is gone, and then I'm going to save this as. This will make it easier for me.
Okay. I would love to do a remote fun thing over here, but I mean, I've got a truck with 13 kayaks on my truck and a trailer. Sitting behind it'd be fun to do a tour, but it would look really weird.
Mhm.
Never mind, I'm sitting in the cab of my truck with disco lights going that can probably be
Yes.
seen from the beach.
Yeah. That's why I
Yep.
said you're definitely drawing attention to yourself in the car with the lights on.
Ah, what the heck? You only live twice, before and after,
Mm-hmm.
with that.
So fun.
But again, folks, hopefully you're calming down or anything. Nobody is getting induced for any kind of epilepsy. All right.
Mhm.
Or I'm just
Yeah,
at a party and I'm
funny
lying
'cause-
that's in my truck. It's part of my background. Okay. It looks like galaxies in the back. This could be the quantum
it's
realm.
like-
We'll work with it.
Right?
You getting the PowerPoint queued up?
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna add, yes, I have it queued up now. Okay. So matter matters.
Matter matters.
Okay. So I'm going to read from the slideshow. Okay. So what is matter? Matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. Mass is a measure of the amount of matter contained in or constituting a physical body. Matter is all the stuff that exists in the universe. It has both mass and volume. James, are you ready for the next page?
Yep. I'm following the notes. Let's just go tag team on this.
Okay.
So right here, what you're seeing is there are 3 states of matter. Solid. If you touch yourself, you're solid. Touch your car, your computer, that's solid. Then there's liquid. Like in my Nalgene cup right here. This is a liquid I don't want to spill because it'll look like I had an accident. That would be bad. There's liquid, and then there's gas. And we're not talking about what happens after a can of beans. Though that is gas. A physical,
Hey,
matter of fact,
quiet!
a physical change. Was that something to get my attention?
No, the dog's barking. I yelled
Okay.
really loud. I'm like, quiet!
So you can actually physically change from one state of matter, being solid, liquid, or gas, to another state of matter without changing its chemical composition. A prime example is going to be water to ice. And then like steam. That's the easiest one for people to realize on that one. We have this is slide 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so slide 4. All right, so all solid objects have a mass that can easily be measured by its volume. Liquid also has volume that can be easily measured. So if you're looking at this, it says, I have to make this bigger because it's too tiny on my screen. Okay, what unit of measuring volume is the smallest? A cup, right?
Yeah. We're measuring mass here, folks. Just like you measure mass with solid, which we'll probably talk about, as well as gas. You have the cup, the carton. Is that dish soap?
That's Windex and
Windex. Yeah. Why not talk about Windex when we're talking about
James,
matter? Yeah.
James, I have a question for you. What
What?
weighs more? What weighs more? A pound of feathers or a pound of rocks?
Actually, a pound of Hershey bars.
Oh.
But what takes up less space? What takes up less volume or more area? Feathers. Rocks take up less because that volume's condensed into a little thing, a smaller area.
Just
it increases the mass and weight.
Just because you have a pound of rocks, doesn't mean you can't put more matter in the rocks. You can put.
I only know this because my brain resembles something between a feather and a rock. Usually the feather's the brain and the skull is the rock. So I have light and dense and not so much matter.
So did you ever see, there was a movie, I don't know which movie it was, and they were showing a big beaker and they filled it full of rocks. And the teacher asked, "Is this full?" And they said, "Yes, it's full. It's full of rocks." "No, it's not full." So the guy pours in sand and the sand goes in the cracks. And he says, "Is this full?" They're like, "Yes, it's full." "No, it's not full." And he poured in water because all of the space was filled anyway.
Yeah, I get it. It's just like this Nalgene. You know, we're looking at how much those hold. This Nalgene is currently holding 500 milliliters of water until I do this. I just spilled some water on my face. I actually have my bow tie right over here, and it's still got oatmeal from the show 2 weeks ago. I gotta clean the bow tie.
Oh, okay. By the way, my shoulder totally peeling. Now you can see it. I have a peely shoulder. My shoulders, both of my shoulders were peeling bad. So anyway, okay.
Got it. Okay, should we talk about
Next
gas?
slide.
Yeah. This is a great picture to show between gas, liquid, and solid and stuff like that. A hot spring at Yellowstone National Park in winter. So a gas has no fixed shape or volume. The atoms or molecules that make up the gas fill the container that holds them. Be the container, scuba tank, something like that. The gas expands until it is uniformly distributed throughout the container, even in the presence of gravity. The air that constitutes our atmosphere is actually in a gaseous state. And when we talk about conversion of matter, look at that. Water to steam with ice surrounding it. All one picture. We're clever.
I just want to make a quick shout out. We have James saying bonjour. Bonjour. Comment allez-vous? Okay. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
What happened?
We just had one of our show people say hi, and
bonjour. I have to navigate through like 2 screens to get to the comments.
Yes, I said Zame, and I said, and the Zame said bonjour, and I said bonjour, comment allez-vous? Okay.
What's Svea said?
Yeah, I said, how are
you doing? But that if we had somebody with a sophisticated, obviously French, and it's very romantic language and sophisticated, should we do the show with Pinky out just to make everybody think we're sophisticated?
Sure.
We'll see how long this lasts. Okay, Pinky out.
I'll drink my drink here with my
pinky. I'll do that with you. I still got my cup. I got my Jason cup. Got my Jason cup.
That's so sophisticated. Let me tell you, James.
Matter of fact, I gotta show it. I'm also wearing my Jason T-shirt, if you can see it.
Okay, wait. Hold
There's
on.
Jason. Not Friday the 13th. Okay. With that trivia, we want to talk about atoms?
Yes. Okay. All right. Oh, it's actually going to be, the next one is going to be, but it says slide 6. We're supposed to, is it the next one? We're discussing slide 5. Okay. So what is an atom? An atom is the basic building block of chemistry. It's the smallest unit into which matter can be divided without the release of electrically charged particles. It's also the smallest unit of matter that has the characteristic properties of a chemical element.
We're going from big to small to smaller to smaller to the smallest. We're down to
No.
atoms. So
I
what
know,
we
'cause-
got there? Let's look at the parts of it.
Yes.
We got the nucleus, the electrons, the proton. The nucleus is where the protons and the neutrons are at, and then the electrons that go around it. So neutron, neutrally charged, has no charge. Proton, positively charged. Electron, I believe, is negatively charged, and it orbits because of magnetism. We'll actually talk a little bit about magnetism tonight, folks. Like I said, we're going smaller and smaller and crazier tonight.
It's definitely a lot of interesting things for, I don't know, this is basically like my chemistry class from like junior high.
Oh, we're going chemistry and we're going crazy physics. All right.
This is everything
So you
everyone
got that.
should know. We're just making sure everyone remembers. Oh, we have Adeline Morales, but a happy sign. Happy face.
Awesome. So we got the atom right there, and everybody's thinking, Captain Atom or Ant-Man, which we'll be touching on apparently, obviously, and talking about. So we have the parts of the atom there. That is the basic fundamental matters made of different combinations, depending on the type of how many neutrons, protons, and electrons that orbit it makes up the different elements and whatnot. We'll actually get to that. Should I go to the next one?
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Okay. An element is a fundamental item that can't be broken easily into smaller pieces. Hence, a lot of you that have been to high school or know your science a little bit, periodic table of the elements. That is, the proton, neutrons, as they act differently and whatnot. That is a list of that can't be broken down easily into smaller pieces because that is the basic element. We got it right there. Including, what did Tony Stark make his second arc reactor with? Palladium?
Or was it vibranium?
No, vibranium was actually the rare metal. I don't think it's an element, but it's a combination of metals from Wakanda.
But he didn't give.
Curtis, I hope you're not screaming at us right now.
I wonder if. No, but I know that Wakanda was giving away the access to vibranium to people. So I thought they gave. Anyway, I could be wrong.
Well, they were holding on to it in Black Panther 2, which, God, that's a great movie. Wakanda Forever. They weren't giving it away because, nations were trying to go over and steal it, and it wasn't going so well for them. Cool. All right. To finish this, chemistry and physics. Element can be broken down to smaller pieces. Oops, I fell over. I got to put my phone back up.
Yeah, apparently I didn't read my part too because there was a second part to my slide, which you said. Oh,
Oopsie. In chemistry, what's going to happen a little bit tonight. In chemistry and physics, an element is a substance that can't be broken down by non-nuclear reactions. Mind you, because we're doing this because of Oppenheimer, we say non-nuclear reactions.
That was from this slide, right?
What's the slide number?
We'll
go with that. The next one's actually supposed to be period of the elements. You're good.
Yeah, because okay.
Yeah, that's one slide ago.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Let's go to the periodic table of elements. So, non-nuclear reactions. You gotta think nuclear reactions. That is fission, where you got, basically you're hitting unstable plutonium or uranium very hard, and it's making it go split up, and that's why you get a nuclear explosion. That's why we say can't be broken down by a non-nuclear reaction. Smart. Okay. Next is yours.
Okay.
Next slide.
8. Well, I'm just letting you know I took a slide out, so we're one slide behind. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. What is a molecule?
What is a molecule?
A molecule is two or more atoms connected by chemical bonds, which forms the smallest unit of substance that retains the composition and properties of that substance. So you look at the hydrogen and the methane and the caffeine and the they're all connected with other items. So, for example, water is H2O. Oxygen is O2, so it's two oxygens connected, right? H2O is two hydrogen, one oxygen, right? Two hydrogen and two two hydrogen, one oxygen.
That's about right. But you think when it says they're chemical bonds, they're not romantic bonds?
Well, Chemicals. A little
Or
more-
is romance chemistry?
I just poured water.
I'm pondering this. We'll go with it.
I just poured water on myself. I'm sitting here. I didn't have my lid on my drink because I took it off earlier to fill it, and I totally.
So there's
forgot.
less volume of water in your drink?
Yes, and I have H2O on my shirt.
Got it. All right, should I do the next one?
Yes. Okay. Let me move the next slide.
Okay. A molecule is a group of two or more atoms held together by chemical bonds. A compound is a substance which is formed by two or more different types of elements which are united chemically. Romance. Or actually, all right. Elements which are united chemically in a fixed proportion. All molecules are not compounds. All compounds are molecules. Think about it, folks. Now, when we talking about like the compound, you got the molecules might be the same thing. Mix up gold. Gold's an element. When you start getting compounds, you start getting cool things like vibranium. Curtis, don't yell at us. Or Wendy.
I wanted to
Or
show you-
adamantium.
I have
compound
this thing
metals.
I want to show you. I have this thing I want to show you really quick. Okay, so see this here? You can see this. This is
Yeah.
the caffeine composition. So actually, let me fill this with something dark so you can see, because it's realized it's hard to see on this cup that I have here, because it's clear. So this is the chemical composition for caffeine.
And caffeine would be a compound?
I don't know.
Yes.
Isn't that
That's one of the
cool?
stuff I have to take a chemistry class next semester.
It's a beaker coffee cup, James.
Beaker? Me. From the Muppet Show?
Okay. Anyway. Okay,
I miss
go back.
Beaker from the Muppet Show, don't you? Carbon
It was
dioxide.
really
All right, molecules.
Okay.
So we covered that. You've got the oxygen gas. Then you've got carbon dioxide compound. And there's weird. Oh, you know what? I'm hearing fireworks. That's actually.
SeaWorld?
Yeah, I've seen the fireworks in the distance from SeaWorld. It's about as colorful as the cab of my truck right now. Okay. All right. Shall we go subatomic?
Yeah. Wendy likes
We're
my
going
cup.
smaller, crazier, folks.
Okay, subatomic. Okay, let me go to the next slide.
I love that
hydrogen
picture.
atom. Subatomic means of relating to or being a particle making up an atom or a process occurring within atoms. The electron is a subatomic particle. 2, having dimensions smaller than an atomic dimension.
So atomic dimension would be the atom as a whole, you think?
Subatomic? Yeah, I think so.
And then we start getting smaller, like the electron, which is a smaller part of the atom, that orbits the nucleus, the protons and neutrons.
Yes.
We're getting subatomic, getting
we're
crazier,
definitely
smaller.
getting to atom. We're definitely getting to Ant-Man level here.
Oh, we're going Kang into quantum mania.
Yes.
I was wondering how long we can make it through this show, but till we said Kang. All right. I love that photo. I mean, I haven't looked at a picture of atoms and stuff like that, and we were looking at this setting up the show. I saw that, and I'm just like, I looked at it for like 2 minutes, folks, just going, there it is. You remember when we were in high school, Svea, it's like atoms were too small to see, and then finally it was this like electron microscope was able to pick up little dots, little black dots, which is not like an X-ray. Instead, we finally see atoms, and now we're looking inside one. And it looks almost like a funky Eye of Sauron, but like, friendly.
Well, back in the dark ages when we were in school, they had
And 10 feet of snow uphill.
This is unheard of. This is Star Trek.
Oh yeah, this is like the future. Well, now we're in the future.
Yeah.
It's the present. I'm confused. All right, shall I go next?
Okay.
Okay. There are 3 subatomic particles: protons, which we talked about, neutrons, and electrons. 2 of the subatomic particles have electrical charges. Protons, we talked, protons have a positive charge, while electrons have a negative charge. What is smaller? What is smaller, folks, than an electron, a neutron, or a proton? Woo! Dark matter.
Dark matter. Oh.
Oh wait, we got that right there. We got to discuss this one, isn't it?
This is a standard model beyond the atom.
Okay, this is the stuff beyond the atom, because the next we're talking about like dark matter, but those are the parts. It's the thing's too small for me to see, but do we have like muons on there?
Like it says, okay, so it says elementary particles in the standard model. There's fermions, quarks, force carriers, bosons, leptons. There's a UCT. There's up, charm, top, down, strange, bottom. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, one of those should be responsible actually for magnetism. Which particle was it? Because I can't. It's too small for me to really see any of the on my little phone screen to see any of the.
I know. I'm trying to see it myself. Like I can't even see it.
Right, those of our audience are watching with the big screen right now. Look at that. As we're talking, and let us know which one of those particles is responsible for. What?
It says bosons. It says bosons provide 3 forces: electromagnetism, strong nuclear force, and weak nuclear force.
Gotcha.
So
okay, now we know. There's actually one, when I was doing the research for this, and the announcement was made like a week or 2 ago, but there's actually an observatory that is underground, and I'm not going to get the details right on this. I wish I could, because usually I'll remind myself of this, but it is made with hard water, and I'm going to get a fair amount of these details wrong, but it's hard water, like hundreds or 1,000 feet deep underground. And what it does is it measures not quarks, but neutrinos. And neutrinos are so small and fast that there are billions of neutrinos that pass through us and the Earth and just pass right through us like we're not even there. That's passing the space between atoms through there, that's just blasting through, that we don't see, we can't feel. And what they do is this observatory with the hard water, and I believe I'm forgetting the term anyway, but it actually creates a little, once in a great while, out of all this hard water that's in there, there's all these detectors, and it'll create just this little flicker of light. Because what chance in billions that one of these will actually interact with a atom from H2O and create a little thing of light, and that's how they detect it. And what's neat is that there's actually been, since they detected enough, that they actually can use this as an observatory, and have actually got an image of the sun taken through the Earth. And I'm not kidding, folks. Through the Earth, and we're actually able to image the sun from underground observatory.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. It's mind-blowing. It's really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't include that in there because it didn't occur till afterward, but folks, Google that. It is really neat stuff.
Okay, Curtis Youngbird has a very relevant comment. He said about 1 million neutrinos have passed through everybody watching this show since the start of the show.
Millions of neutrinos.
Yes, have passed.
I thought I had a weird itch in my knee.
Neutrinos. I know, I've been feeling this weird energy, but I didn't know how to put my words on it, and that's what it was. Thank you,
think the light show behind me is from neutrinos?
It's definitely part of it.
Yes.
Anything that's happening right now is a part. Our whole show is surrounded by neutrinos.
It is. Matter of fact, one of them takes me out to dinner.
Wow, that's amazing.
You know what? I think there are more fans of our show than neutrinos that have passed through us right now.
Yes.
Okay, we got to
100%.
go on with this one. Shall we go on to now? We're going to get more and more interesting. Huh?
James, we haven't said it in a long time, but we are open to any kind of sponsorship of any kind. Pepsi, Coke, Dr. Pepper, Disney. We are open and willing to accept offers for any kind of sponsorship. Right, James?
Yes. More than from Quarantutrinos, the science division of Quarantinos.
Exactly.
I know you're trying to get me to go there.
Okay.
And the truck is pulled up with probably somebody I know, and they're going to be wondering, what the heck am I doing right now?
Like, what the heck is this person
I'm just
doing?
not going to explain. I'm just going to sit here doing what we're doing because there's like a car about 15 that just parked about 10 feet to my side, and the people are looking at me going, what in the heck? And you know what? I'm not going to give any explanation. We're just going to go with it. And maybe people think
Like,
I'm stranger than I really am.
Car with that light that's all flashing all crazy. Okay.
Oh, yeah. These people are tripping. This is the dark energy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
What is dark matter? Dark matter is composed of particles that do not absorb, reflect, or emit light, so they cannot be detected by observing electromagnetic radiation. Dark matter is material that cannot be seen directly. We know that dark matter exists because of its effect on the effect it has on objects that we can observe directly. Crazy
Absolutely.
stuff.
You know what? Dark matter is also a great plot filler. It's a whatchamacallit to me as a plot filler for a sci-fi show or spooky weird show.
So
but it's legit thing.
Slide for if you have a tiny screen, with this slide, basically the first diagram on the left is that it's 113.8 billion years ago, when the universe was 380,000 years old. That dark brown color was 63% dark matter. The yellow was 15% photon, 12% atoms, which is the orange, and the gray is 10% neutrino. Today, dark matter is 26.1%, which is the brown color, the same as the previous slide. The orange is 4.5% atoms, and that turquoise color or that teal color is dark energy, and it's 69.4%. What's dark energy? Do you know, James?
It's I can't see it. It's dark. That's when it gets really interesting, because now we're starting to deal with, like, dark matter. No, we can't define it, and then we start talking about like antimatter, which I don't think did you take that part out?
No.
Oh, apparently I didn't put that in for whatever. But
I just took out the two first slides. The first slide with the shredder face, and what I did was I took that slide out, the front, so it knocked all the slides out of number.
It's actually Razorface the Shredder-Con.
Oh, I thought it was Taserface. Well, Taserface is the guy.
No, Taserface is from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. It's a movie.
I know.
That people laugh at. Razorface is real.
James.
Yes.
I was going to say, what do you think dark energy is? Do you think it's all of the cell phone waves and radio waves and all the microwaves and all the electricity? And
no, but because we can directly measure that
and
and create the situation to use that. Dark energy. Dark energy, I think, is something that is, how do I define this?
Because it's definitely increased from like 13.8 billion years ago.
Well, we've increased it locally. What we're doing is it's slowly decreased, but what you're talking about is something we can actually measure and recreate locally. It's increased on Earth only because of our civilization. It's decreased after the Big Bang, which was like 14 something billion years ago. And as the universe expands, which is accelerating, which is like, we can have a whole show and bend people's minds on that. But as we expand out, there's more space that goes out between. This is just, imagine that. Dark energy is something that we cannot directly observe. It's not something that we can exactly define. but it does have an effect on gravity and magnetism that we can indirectly and allude to on that. We don't know what it is because that's why we call it dark energy. We don't know entirely, but we can see that it does have an effect that is different than what we are used to seeing in what physics we know, laws of gravity and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
What you're talking about is not dark energy. It's something we can recreate. We know what it is because we're using it in technology. We understand that part. Dark energy, it's just a basically big, we know it does this, but we don't know what it is. Kind of like when you're trying to define Fran Drescher.
Wow. You have a good
Well, she's the
point.
first person I could try to think of. Who's somebody we can't figure out? It's like something completely unknown. Sometimes Jack Black, but he's funny.
He's really funny. Well, I would almost say, how about like the Teletubbies? Or Barney.
Boom. Yeah.
Barney.
It's like they're trying to decipher the Teletubbies. We don't know what it is. We know they're doing something, but we don't know what it is. They could be discussing physics that is 500 years ahead of us.
They don't even speak English, but everyone loves them.
Are they still around?
They don't even speak a language you can understand.
Are they still around even? I don't know.
I don't think they are. I remember watching them in college going, what is it the kids are crazy about for this? I don't get it.
Well, actually, what got that with the Teletubbies was when Jerry Falwell, I believe it was Jerry Falwell, made a comment about it was something, dealing with LGBTQ. And it was the triangle on top of one of them. And when he said that.
The purple one.
Huh?
The purple one.
Yeah, they had the triangle. And so based off that, an absolute reach with that, and kind of bordering what we like to do with the show on this one, our topics, or we don't do, just because, controversial. But there was the triangle on top. And when he said that, the sales of that particular Teletubby skyrocketed. Even my grandma was buying the purple ones and sticking it in her car and driving around with that, and had a doll with that going, you know what? It's so dumb, I'm going to even get into it. Even she was like, you know what? I like it because it's just dumb. It's just so weird.
Well, I liked it because I love purple, hence my purple shirt.
Yes.
So anyway, but that's actually the whole conversation of everything.
Yeah, I figured it would kind of be directing at the end. We'd start talking about Ant-Man, MCU, and Quantum Mania, the science on that, which is influenced by science.
The whole idea of Ant-Man is amazing. To be able to go through all, like to go up to get large and small, but just by pressing a button and going ding, 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 ding.
Just like calling a room service. Mm-hmm. Or changing the channel on the TV. I got an interesting to bring up is the way we looked at molecules. We looked at the shape of the molecules and whatnot. And it's dealing with magnetism. A lot of our audience is we got a pretty good audience. They already know what gravity is. Gravity, if you do a two-dimensional plane, you put a weight in there, it bends it, and that bend right there is gravity being pulled toward that because it's space bending. A lot of our audience are going to already know that. What I really always think is fascinating is that we've looked at the structure of an atom and then molecules. If you look up a three-dimensional map of the layout of galaxies, there's actually like filaments left over and it looks like the Big Bang. The galaxies coming together, it looks like, if you look at it, you think, wow, there's a solar system where that atom is shaped like a galaxy. And just from the small to the biggest, and we look at a closer galaxy, which is a distance that we cannot even fathom. We're talking millions of light years you travel to see this or more. And if you look at the filaments, it looks like a structure. It looks like a structure you might see in a molecule, in a compound. The way it lays out, you would think, hey, that looks like atoms. Well, no, those are galaxies, which is immeasurably, unimaginably bigger. And I just think that's a really just amazing harmonics between the infinitely small and the unimaginably big, of a balance and a harmonics that is just magical and artistic in creation. That it's just amazing stuff. I'm starting to sound a little like Neil deGrasse Tyson, but God, I wish I had his brains. What we got?
Kelly Jo says, looks like a tent disco ball. Sorry, chime in late.
Yeah, yes, Kelly Jo. This is one of. She's been on a couple of my kayak trips, and yes, this is the disco ball that I stick in my tent and it lights it up. I've shown pictures on the show. People look at that going, what's up with your tent? Right now, there's people walking by because some people were walking by over here and went to the car and back, and they're staring for like a minute going, what the heck is he doing? But just like the tent, they're wondering, what the heck is going on in that truck?
He's having a party with himself.
Oh, the group I'm working with tomorrow, I brought the kayaks for, they're gonna be like, what the heck is with that dude? I'm very much looking forward to this morning because I'm gonna see just who is just curious enough to ask, what was that? And the others just create crazy rumors and me just going, you know what? Let's go with that.
Yeah, you are pretty crazy.
Well, let's just say that we know that our audience is, so there's a practical reason for my setting, and people walking by not knowing what's happening going, what the heck? And stare, which I've been watching happening, is absolutely freaking hilarious. I'm gonna love this.
Right? Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm the weirdo.
Yeah. So, hey,
10:58.
I know. So we need to wrap up. So I was thinking next week we can talk about musicals.
I thought we were doing that in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Because next week
is what's next week?
Next week, folks. Next week. This happens about the middle of August every year. We've been doing this a while now. We can say that every year. This is a special build-up to Svea's. I'm going to say it. I'm going to give it away, Svea. This is a special day to Svea. It's the day that she potty trained.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
That's weird.
It was the aphasia. It's Svea's birthday. Birthday party.
Okay. Oh,
I've already got the lights ready.
Do my birthday party next Friday.
We build up to Svea's turning. Svea's turning 25.
21.
21.
That's 21. That is
21.
Yes.
We're going to go with that. Folks, we're not inverting the age either. It's an actual 21 based off some kind of quantum physics.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. So next week we're going to have my birthday party. My birthday party is not on is it the 18th? Is it?
Are you inviting the audience over to your birthday party at the shop?
So, the 18th is before my birthday. But on my actual birthday, I will be at Disneyland.
You've never been there before. Ever. How do you even find that place?
I have been there so many times. I can't even count them on all of my appendages. I have more than, my fingers and my toes. So, but I've been there so much. I think I've been to Disneyland at least over 200 times in my lifetime, easily.
That is a lot. How many times how many times can you ride Mr. Toad's Wild Ride and not throw up?
Actually, it's not that. It's not. Have you been on that ride?
Not in a long time. I used to love that ride. I haven't been to Disneyland in about more than 21 years.
Okay, James, one of these times we have to go to Disneyland together.
Not at $150 a ticket. I can go sea kayaking for a couple days with the hotel for that.
Guess what? Listen to this. You could write it off as a business expense. You literally could write it off as a business expense.
Well, I got to admit, because the show's business, there's stuff we've done, and I've had to buy stuff, and I'll buy a prop over at Party City. It's absolutely deductible.
100%.
Buy the funny hat as a thing. It's deductible.
It is, because this is for our business. So
and the fact that I'm down here at San Diego, I'm wondering if I could deduct that as a expense because of the show.
You can.
I could deduct these business lights.
Exactly.
Folks, this is not giving you carte blanche or reasons to go out and start an internet show just so you can deduct it from your taxes. Though it is kind of cool. So
yeah, next week we're going to be having a birthday party, so we're going to be doing all kinds of fun stuff. It's going to be
absolutely.
A party.
So we're going to be building up to that, and we're live next week, and then in 2 weeks we're talking about musicals. What gave us the idea? Well,
I can tell you one of the reasons why.
Why?
For one thing, we're going to go see Beetlejuice next week on Thursday.
Beetlejuice?
It's a musical. Yes.
Oh, that's right.
A musical about Beetlejuice. I bought the tickets a few months ago. So I saw that they were coming to San Diego, and I'm like, oh, that sounds like so much fun. And it's the original Broadway cast that's traveling with it. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah.
I'll say what I got the idea when Svea and I talked about it a few days ago. I was actually there last week on Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which y'all know I'm a big Star Trek fan. They did a musical. And I'm like, I didn't know if I liked it or not because it was just weird. I love Nurse Chapel's song and their like bar trend forward thing. But I was just like, they did it. It's one of those things of they did it, but should you have? And they did it. And I was like, okay, I think I liked it. It was just weird. But then I'm clicking through Facebook, messaging Svea, and I saw this advertisement. Rogers the Musical. Disney California Adventures.
Yeah.
Steve Rogers the Musical.
They actually do musicals at the theater there. They have had Aladdin there for many years, and then they were doing Frozen for a while, and then they're now doing the Rogers musical.
Wouldn't know that, but I saw that and I went, you know what? We got to do a thing on musicals. If Star Trek can do a musical, and there's actually like been scout events or other special programs where I've tried to say, hey, let's go with let's do a musical, or let's base the whole event based off Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Needless to say, many people are not a fan of the idea, but damn, I'm one of those people who like say, hold my beer, I will find a way. They still have to. But we got to figure musicals.
Actually, when I went to college, one of the classes I took was music theater, and it was so much fun. I loved it. I learned so much about music theater. I had no idea, but it was really a cool class. And some of the assignments were literally to go see musicals.
Some people are going to love that.
When I was so anyway, well, we can talk about all that. I can talk about all of that, my class and all that stuff during that episode. So it's going to be a really interesting episode. I'm sure you guys are going to love it.
And I can talk about Moulin Rouge and Best Little House in Texas because I love those musicals.
Yes. So guess what, everyone? It is time to end our show, and we went over a little bit. So
totally worth it.
Yes. So I'm going to pull up the end credits. And thank you so much for watching our show with us. We really loved having you be a part of it, and we had a good time, and we learned something new.
And Matter Matters. We actually went over some pretty good stuff tonight. And hopefully people that are more science literate audience members that know this better than, some like us sitting here in trucks or in computers and screens that aren't being funky. They're being funky tonight. Won't scream at us too much, but we actually went over some pretty sophisticated stuff tonight because y'all awesome. We love to share and learn from you too. I don't know how that works on that, but it works. It does.
Okay, so I'm gonna put up the end credits. You guys ready to dance with us?
I shall dance with my with. I got the lights for it.
Aw, ain't he cute?
Yes, he is.
No.
We're musical. We'll sing about it in 2 weeks.
Not cute. Not cute. Bye,
Fine.
everyone.
Good night, folks.